Hey boys, and welcome back to another Bleach Praise Cell video. So today we are going to go over all the new Guild Quest news that has released in the last 24 hours. I know I'm late to it, but I just decided to do it like this late because I just didn't have any other videos to upload. And this is actually my second take recording this. The first one was like 20 minutes long. I was just rambling on, right? So I'm going to try and make this one shorter so we can just get to the point. And also do keep in mind, this is before the new Guild Quest does come out. So it's a preparation guide in a sense of what I'm going to be doing going into this Guild Quest. If you're a bit unsure on what to do, I recommend you wait. You know, if you're on Reddit, on Discord, or on YouTube, I know many people are going to make videos on this when it does go live. I myself am going to do that too, but I know for a fact I'm going to be a few hours late compared to everyone else. So that out of the way, I believe as I'm recording this video, the Guild Quest does go live in around 10 hours or 11 hours as I'm recording this video. Also goes for the new summon animations. I look forward to that. I am excited for the new animations the most. So I'm going to be doing a summon video tomorrow with all the leftover tickets that I have. I've been saving up for a while now. I could have had a lot more, but unfortunately, instead of using bonus characters to fund the point event, I was using my Squad Zero characters. So, it is what it is. But nonetheless, firstly, I need to, preface it real quick. If you are serious about doing guild quests and you're trying to push to S rank or stay in the highest league, or if you're already in S rank, stay in S rank, you want to make sure you do your guild quest right when it does come out. And what I mean, as you can see here, for my time, me personally, 4:20, it drops at 8 in the morning, and 8 hours after that is 4 p.m. and that's basically the daily reset where you get your login rewards and stuff. So make sure you do it by then, because if you don't, you're going to be a day behind, and if you're trying to push to S rank, it's just not going to be possible if one person in their guild misses their daily run, if that makes sense. So make sure you do at least start the quest before 4 p.m. UK time. Now, I think in America, it might be really early in the morning, so you want to make sure you wake up. Or I'm sure some of you, I believe this actually resets at 3 in the morning in America. And I know for a fact many of you are staying up for that. Because the game's going to go down for maintenance for around 10 hours, I believe. So just a quick recap of what this new guild quest is. The whole point of it is to be shorter. The whole problem with the current guild quest is that even though it's 3 minutes, you're constantly resetting every room, and eventually, I mean, I've done runs, a few times where I spent half an hour on one run because I just couldn't get the perfect placement on a strong attack. So they kind of got rid of that and made it 1 room and 1 minute. That's all you got. So I kind of like that, but obviously, the news that did come out yesterday, the new enemies, the final boss in this quest. So in this week, I believe, the final boss is going to be Aizen. Is going to have 15 million HP. Now, I know that seems like a lot, but do keep in mind, you're going to have a 5 times damage buff if you do have Killer. Now, they did update this, actually, because before it was only 5 times. So now, it says 3 times or 5 times. And what I think they mean by that is if you go down here, which is actually kind of cool how they've laid it out. So we're going to know how to prepare for each week, because it looks like it's going to follow the same timetable every other week. So it's going to be Hollow, Soripa, Aranka, then Captain. Hollow, Soripa, Aranka, then Espada, and I think it's going to repeat again. Hollow, Soripa, Aranka, Captain. So yeah, if you don't know the damage increase, so to get that 5 times damage bonus, you're going to have the Killer. But in week 4 and 8, so I think every month, it's not going to be like that. You're not going to have a damage buff against majority of the enemies, because you're going to go against, so as you can see here in week 4, you're going to go against Soul Reapers, and the only time you're going to face a captain is when you go against the boss. So I'm very curious on how those weeks are going to handle, or going to run, because can you beat it in time? I don't know, because you're not going to have that extra damage buff against those Soul Reaper enemies. You're only going to have it against the captains, and not everyone has Captain Killer, so that one's going to be very, very strange. I have a max transcended Chad, so I guess he's going to be my go-to to Captain Killer week. But it's strange that they're doing PvP killers as the damage increase, because those ones give you 40% damage increase, whereas the other ones, Hollow, Sorry, but Aranka, No Affiliation Human, only do 20% damage buff. And speaking of that, hopefully they never get around to doing No Affiliation weeks or Human weeks, because that'll be terrible. That'll just be terrible outright, right? So yeah, one thing to note is how to prepare for this, right? So every week, like I said, it's going to be Hollow, Soripa, Aranka, Captain. And as you can see here, there are special rules. That's one thing I personally didn't like, because what that means is, remember a few days ago where I said you're only going to need 3 transcendent characters? Well, now you're going to need 6. Basic minimum 6, because that way you have a character for range resistance and melee resistance. So for Hollow, the first week you're going to have range resistance, so I'm going to be using my 1000 New Blood 1 Nemu, and then for week 5 it's basically the same, but melee resistance. So I'm going to have to use my ranged transcended character, which is going to be floor 20 Aizen. And that's what you're going to have to focus on when, you know, trying to stay competitive in Guild Quest. Now, I'm sure for newer players out there, it's going to be a haunting task to transcend 6 characters. And it's probably going to take you a while to do it. But I think for many of us veterans out there, and somewhat, especially the people that do pay as well. But, you know, I know many people are going to dislike the fact that you have to transcend characters. Personally, I kind of like it because so far, no game mode outside of PvP, so no PvE game mode required you to transcend the character. It was pretty much just to clear fast, to make your life easy, and that was basically it. So now that this one kind of requires you to transcend the character, I kind of like it. Now, I'm not saying you have to transcend the characters to beat the quest or even get a high score, but definitely the ones that do have transcended characters are going to do a way better job than someone that doesn't have a transcended character. And that's just that simple. And that's just how it is, really. You just have to live with it. So personally, I don't mind that. So knowing that we have a timetable here, you're going to have to plan ahead and make sure you have a transcended character for each killer, and make sure you cover a ranged one and a melee one. So personally, I have Thousand Blood 1 Nemu transcended, so she's going to be my go-to hollow melee killer. And then I have 420 Aizen transcended. He's going to be my go-to for a ranged hollow killer. For Soripa, I have Ichigo, 1000 blood around 4 Ichigo, transcended, so he's going to be my go-to melee character, so I can't use him until week 6. And then I'm going to need to get that last copy of Tokinada to get him 5 out of 5, and he's going to be my go-to for ranged Storiba killer. As for the Arankas, that's definitely my weakest area. I don't really have a good transcended Aranka killer. But what I do have is a 5 out of 5 Mine Niliel. Now, she's not the greatest character, but if I do eventually transcend and I have 7 weeks to do so, she's definitely going to be a good character going into this guild quest. And that's one of the good things about this, right? It pretty much looks like it's going to be the same thing going forward every 8 weeks, and that's basically, it's going to reset again. So here's the timetable. Once we get to a Sparta killer, we're going to go back to week 1, and that's basically what it is. So you need to transcend 6 characters, a ranged hollow killer, a melee hollow killer, a ranged Soriba killer, a melee Soriba killer, and a Ranka ranged character, and a Ranka melee character. And that's basically, those 6 characters right there are going to be your go-to for every single week, except for week 4 and 8, because they're going to seem, you know, I have no idea how to prepare for those ones, because Captain Killer, I mean, shit, I don't know. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. That's basically going to be my go-to strategy. You know, you have to have a few transcendent characters. I'm going to go with a 4 Senka Aizen build, or 4 stamina damage build, and then my 2 partners, as you can see here, you can see the top left there, those 2 characters are probably going to be flurry DR characters, so they can stay alive and just keep doing some damage. Because if you bring an SP character and they don't have a lot of stamina, they could potentially be one-shotted by the enemies, and they're just going to be, you know, just they're going to do nothing for you. So I think the meta for your friend or buddy characters is that you're going to have to stack them with full chappies and stuff, some DR, and just bring them in, and then they're just going to nat it up and do a bunch of damage. And that's basically how they're going to, you know, slowly just take away the boss HP while you just wait for your strong attacks to cool down, or even yourself. You might use a NAD character, and that's one of the things that I'm very curious on how they're going to handle, because the 2 important factors for this new guild quest, if it does say somewhere, yeah, it says here, so your awarded score based on the amount of damage you do and remaining time. So which one is more important? Because if it's clear time, then maybe NAD characters will be better, because they're going to do constant damage, right? Especially ones that do have killer. But if damage dealt is more important, then it's definitely going to be the SP characters that are going to be better, because then you can use full Senka Aizen builds or full stamina damage, you know, 500 plus SP. They're going to nuke on their soul bombs. So I'm very curious on what's going to be the more important factor going into this. And as you can see in the top right, this man here got 6 million score. That might be from 1 week, or might be just in 1 day. I have no idea. But the score, the ranking system right now, you know, the leaderboards are probably going to be reset, because they're not going to be accurate compared to this new one. 6 million in 1 day, if that's the case, that's kind of mad. And that's basically the video. The rewards here, they don't really say much. I mean, they look like standard rewards. I hope we have better rewards. I mean, I hope it's less RNG-ish. And if you actually do get a good score, you're rewarded on it. Now, I don't think we have S rank, because they have changed it here. So if you look at the old orders and the new ones, the old order was attain S rank. So S rank in the new one looks like just get to wave 5. And that's basically considered S rank. So even if you don't clear it, and you get to wave 5, you might get the same amount of, you know, I think you're going to get free drops like the old one. Those free drops are going to be the same as someone that also clears the quest. So as long as you get to wave 5, even if you don't clear the quest, you're probably going to get a decent set of rewards, right? Hopefully I'll do a good job on the rewards. That's going to be the main thing. And we also got some extra orders here. Nothing too important, and that's basically it. So, yeah, that's basically the video. I said the last one was like 20 minutes long, so I guess I shortened it down to like 10 minutes. Hope you guys did enjoy the video. Again, this is just a thought on my preparation on what I'm going to be doing right before we do go into the new guild quest in around 11 hours time. So I hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you have any different opinion to me or what you're going to be doing in this new guild quest, let me know in the comments below. I'm curious to know, and I'll see you lads in the next video. Peace.